Hey Smokin Gang, welcome back for another reading, Smokin Tarot. And wow, the last reading got crazy, but we're gonna see what happens with this next one real quick. Again, this is another general reading. Take only what resonates. All right, y'all, here we go. I think I'm gonna do another reading with Lenormand, using Lenormand. After this. All right. Addiction. All right. We already opened in bed. All right. Or this could be a good addiction right there. Addicted to you, collective. Addicted to love. Might as well face it. Making a move soon. Huh. I'm afraid of deep emotions, however. Hmm. How did he, she move on? Mm. So this person's afraid of deep emotions. They want to know how this person moved on from them. Or how did, he, she move on? The devil. Okay, that's a devil card in the upright. Earth, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. Okay. Making a move soon. However, I'm afraid of deep emotions. I'm wondering how this person moved on from me. Is this person's question? They're afraid of deep feelings. They've had some addiction issues. However, they're making a move of some sort. So let's look at the deep emotions. I'm sorry, true emotional cards. Because we got, you know what? No, 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 no. No, 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 no. I know what to look at here. Too busy? Okay, we'll see. See, too busy? Can't, I'm busy. Yeah, like my shirt says, I can't, I'm busy. Okay. All right. Do another shuffle here. All right, what's wrong with this person? Why are they afraid of deep emotions? What's happened with them? They're still asking about how someone moved on from them. Why they got the nerve to ask that question when they got addictions and they can't feel deep? Well, they're incomplete for starters. Something not quite finished with them. You know what I mean? So, burned out. Maybe they got a lot of work, homework, schoolwork, job problems, self-neglect. They're not doing themselves right. They're probably eating too much, eating too little, probably not eating the right things. I don't know why I'm gravitating toward food. They could be not brushing their hair because they're burned out. They're feeling incomplete. This person's got loads of issues. See that person in the picture there? They're neglecting themselves. They're not even taking a bath. Good Lord, they're not taking a shower. They're not doing nothing. They're too attached. Give your partner some breathing room. Bring to being too needy drives them away. Yeah, that can happen. But then you're also, this person is that we see here. They're saying they're afraid of deep emotions, but they're attached. They got attachment. Addiction. They're addicted to someone, but they're afraid of having. They might be addicted to having you around, collective, or someone around, but they don't have deep emotions for someone. Okay. Yeah, I think they love opening that door when I'm recording. Okay. So they feel unloved. You deserve someone who can support you emotionally and love you fully. Hmm. All right. So whoever we're talking to here in collective, this could be you as well. Let me pull some more cards here. Mixed signals. Okay, mixed signals going on here. Being guarded. So guarding your feelings, collective. So I think collective, this could be you saying, you could be addicted to someone, but you don't want to have deep feelings. You're kind of addicted to having that person around. You plan on making some sort of a move soon, and you're wondering how did this person that you were interested in move on. And like it's saying, you don't have the capability perhaps to feel deeply for someone, okay? And it could be due to a lot of things. Like right here, it says you feel incomplete for whatever reason. Let's look at this real quick. You want someone who completes you, but you need you need to be whole on your own. Yeah, you need to be able to stand on your own. You're burned out, feel emotionally burned out right now. Retreat and recover before continuing. Okay? You're neglecting yourself. You can't smell good like that. Look at you. You're a mess. Who's gonna want to be around you like that? You get too attached to people and you're probably running them away, but for some reason you're not loving them. You feel unloved. So it's hard to love someone else when you don't love yourself, right? Mixed signals. You don't let others know you are interested. Flirt and be approachable. So they moved on, and then you're guarded. All this just answered all the questions. How did they move on? Because you're not showing all of your feelings, collective. Okay. So let's go on to the tarot here. It's the Unveiled Tarot. Okay. So what can we unveil about you, collective? Because it seems like you are going through quite a bit. I get it, and you're planning on making a move soon of some sort. I did say love addiction earlier, didn't I? Maybe you're having you're addicted to not necessarily love because you're afraid of deep emotions, right? You may think you're feeling something, but not really. You still got your guard up about relationships and feelings and such. So you want someone around, but not if it gets too deep. Starts to get too deep, you want to run away. Or the devil. Yeah, the devil's come up again. Knight of Pentacles. It's a slow moving. Yeah, you're not in any hurry to be going into anything. Three of Pentacles. Possibility you could be seeing others or juggling people around here. Three of Pentacles usually means like a group of people. So Two of Cups, yeah. Partnership. That's what you desire or what you had with this person, but Five of Pentacles, now you're out in the cold. Four of Swords, you're bored. Well, it could be bored. Four of Swords, yeah, you're worn out. Look at this. This burnt out. There you go. Page of Pentacles. Bringing in news of um, new money. Wow. All right, so we got the devil showing its face again here. Addictions. And it could be that you like the sex and everything too, collective. But as far as getting deep with someone, for whatever reason, well, we see the reasons here. That's part of it, but maybe something deeper. You're afraid of feeling anything deep. You're addicted to what it feels like, the feeling of being with someone, not necessarily the love that goes with it. Knight of Pentacles, a slow-moving energy. Very intent, but slow-moving, okay? This may be someone who, or you, collective, that when it comes to relationships and stuff, you move really slow and guarded. See? Because you are guarded. If you even get that far at all. Like, you're just wondering how these people move on. Well, they got to find a meaningful, deep relationship that they probably can't get from you. Okay? Three of Pentacles, you might be even seeing other people because you feel incomplete by yourself. You see many people, just in case this one doesn't want to work out, you want to move on to someone else, and start seeing other people to satiate your addiction here. Either an addiction to sex or addiction to being with someone. Two of Cups, partnership, relationships. Okay. That's what you desire most, okay? But you don't understand. I'm afraid of deep feelings. So you're with someone, but you're kind of juggling around, okay? Or seeing others. Five of Pentacles, out in the cold, and you don't understand why. You're like, how did he or she move on? And you're asking, here's the question right here. How did he or she move on? Well, you're out in the cold now because you're afraid of feeling anything deep. And your partner, apparently, collective, wants to feel something deeper, or wants a relationship with someone that's deeper, because you're giving out mixed signals, okay? And you don't love yourself very much, you're neglecting yourself, so it's difficult to love someone else when you don't love you. All right? Four of Swords, look at you laying there, just like you are here and here. You're just like, I'm just going to sit back on this. I'm just going to chill, retreat. You're burned out. This is all confirming this. Okay, Page of Pentacles. This may be bringing in news of, like I say, new money, new job, or more money of some sort, or you may be good with money, but the page is bringing in information about that, okay? That may have something to do with some of this. And plus, it could also mean that you're younger, or the person that you're interested in is younger than you. Or they could be young. Yeah, you're younger than them or younger than you. That could be an indication of your age. You may be immature. There's a certain immaturity here. Yes, immaturity. Or you could be emotionally immature. That's why we're saying you're incapable of feeling deep emotion. So that the page is a youthful energy. So you could be emotionally immature. Okay. All right. So before my battery dies over there, I'm gonna move on to an oracle here. So we see why you're afraid of deep emotions is because you don't feel very good about yourself. You're guarded because you don't want to get hurt, but you're hurting other people if you're not being honest, okay? Collective. And if this is someone outside of you, that's what's going on with them. Is that they don't love themselves very much, this person. So of course they may hurt you because they're not able to feel deep emotions. And they're asking themselves, why did you move on? Well, that's why. Any advice here for the collective going through this, or with someone that's going through this? Roll the dice. Take a chance, risk, leap of faith. So, collective, if you're with someone, like right here it says Two of Cups, if you're with someone who's like this, you may be considering taking the chance of going through this with them, but they're not being faithful. They are addicted to different people because they don't love themselves very much, okay? Or if this is you, collective, that's like this, you're rolling the dice. You're taking a huge chance with yourself, dating all these people, okay? You're taking a lot of risks. Key people, core of the problem, past. And you may be treating people like they're keys on a ring, basically, like different people coming through your life. Three of Pentacles. You're dating multiple people. There's a key there. Key people. You could be the core of the problem, or that person's the core of the problem. Home, refuge, belong, haven. So you feel good at home. You laying there chilling, self-neglecting. So that's you with your feet up. Look at her. Exactly. These cards are definitely carding today. You are burnt out. You said, no, I'm going to just chill at home right now because I can't deal with all this. You got a pet. You got a dog, a cat. You got animal friends to depend on. Okay? A bird, something. You got something out there. All right, at the home. Encounter. Meet by chance. Love at first sight. This could be in your future, collective. Maybe another encounter. But please, you have to get either, I don't know if you need counseling or what you need to do to get over your, the inability to have deep feelings, because you desire a relationship. You desire a Two of Cups. But you're running these people away because you're afraid of deep emotions. So you may know what's going on. You're single, yes, isolated, independent, alone. So you're single and dating all these different people, and you're going to remain that way until you figure out why you or this person cannot, experience deep emotion, change, transformation, newborn, evolution. So they're making a move soon, collective, or you're making a move soon. So some type of transformation is about to happen. Now, I hope nobody's pregnant. It says newborn on here. Uh-oh. One of these people you messing with, collective, pregnant? What's going on, collective? Or the person, like I say, this could be you, collective, or someone that you know. Okay? All right, one more card. Independent. All right, so we know that you're independent, collective, or the person that's going through this is independent person. They just burnt out. They had enough. So there is, financial independence here, because they might be younger, but they're a Page of Pentacles. So they got probably a great job, new money, new car. Not new car. Well, it's probably a new car too. So that might be what's going on here. They're making a move soon, because it also could mean that there's news of a new job or new money coming in. Page can be news of a new job, new money. Okay, Page of Pentacles. All right. So change, yeah. Okay, so let's look at the bottoms of the deck here. Torment. Yeah, that's tormenting you to be like that, collective. Or that this person is this way. They're going through torment. Self-neglect. Burnt out. Depressed. Probably just, because they can't seem to get their mind wrapped around how did these people move on from him or her or you. You see what I'm saying? Why are these people leaving you? Why are these people leaving you out in the cold? Five of Pentacles. That's because you gotta, stop being afraid to let your feelings out. If you really want to be a Two of Cups with somebody and really mean it, you gotta show emotion. You gotta have emotion. If you're capable of that, okay? We got a 9, the Hermit. So you be, uh-oh, my battery died. You're a hermit. Staying in the house. Didn't we say that? Home. Look at her. All this is coming out. The Hermit. All right. Love sucks. That's how you really feel. Tell us how you really feel. Love sucks. That's how you feel right there. See? But you're out here spreading it around like, you are capable of loving, but you're not. You might even be gaslighting somebody. That's not even the case. Danger, haters ahead. Uh-oh, biohazard. You might have some haters out there because they know that you might be seeing other people, or people could be hating on somebody that you're seeing. There's no telling, but danger, haters ahead. All right? And then you may be someone who's making good money. You may have haters on that end too, collective, because you're suffering burnout. Could be, that people on your job are seeing this and they like, this is my chance to get in and make the money I'm supposed to be making. Jealousy, hate, it's all type of stuff going on right there. All right, well, let me see. Is there anything else I can add to this reading? But all I can do is give you advice, though, about this. Just try to be honest with the person you're seeing, collective. That you may just want to be friends with benefits or something like that. But at the same time, it seems like you want love. You want that, but you are neglecting yourself. You feel unloved. You're not able to love you. So you might need to look into talking to someone professionally about that, because you're going to keep losing people. You're going to keep asking yourself, how did he or she move on? Why are these people leaving me in the dark like this? Why am I getting the Five of Pentacles treatment? You know what I'm saying? And so, yeah, you got to love yourself first, or else you don't always have love sucks. And then behind that card, we see excuses. You got excuses going on. Like, why come you can't do this or that? Well, it's so-and-so's fault. Yeah, it's about them. It's not me. They're the problem. I'm not the problem. Oh, exactly. Look. No good ones. Yeah, that's what you've been saying, collective. Or what this person's been saying. No good ones out there. And then they lie, say you got too much work, and then you burnt out. That's why you can't really have an emotional connection with anybody. Look at this. It just keeps going. Untrue stories. You're saying untrue stuff like you were just too busy and all that. Then we got too busy. This card came out earlier on the bottom. Didn't it? I mean, we roll the tape back. Too busy. The person's too busy. Then they causing all this confusion. Look, y'all, I got not being you. Lone wolf. You want to be that person all by yourself. Fated to be alone. Now you keep on pulling that foolishness, collective. Gonna be by yourself. And you need rescuing. It just don't stop. It just don't stop until you decide to stop, collective. Or this person decides to just stop and take care of themselves. And probably get some counseling or some help concerning their real feelings, okay? Or how to express yourself and find love finally, alright? Well, that's the end of this reading, collective. I'm Tasha with Smokin Tarot, and only take what resonates. And I thank y'all so much for coming back for another reading, alright? Thanks again, you guys. Love you.